already done my best to separate the power of the primordial sea from the whale. Considering the size of the beast, I cannot reach the power source. Unless we can find a way to attack it from within. I shall share a part of the ancient dragon's power with you. We shall look for an opening together. I can feel its sorrow turning into hostility.
Yeah, the narwhal is. Okay, right, I'm gonna go. So, probably need to come up.
The all-devouring narwhal cannot resist its instinct to devour. Continue to trigger its hostility. A chance will present itself.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. See ya.
Thingy over there. It looks really scary. Here we go.
Illusion shattered.
And away I go.
I have granted you my protection. Do not fear. Seize the moment and use my power to suppress its root from within. Manifest the authority of the ancient dragons. Witness the might of the primordial sea.
Can't catch me. Let's play.
Shine down. Now you shall perish.
I wanna go home now. Time for takeoff. Here we go.
Illusion shattered.
Brace yourselves. Gotta dash. Yeah. Yay, I did it! Oh wait, no I didn't.
Shine down.
Think you can get away? Let's play. Gotta dash. Make place. Can't catch me. Brace yourselves.
There is no escape.
I'm out of here. Yeah. Time for takeoff. Bye.
Torn to oblivion! Erase all threats.
And away I go! Can't catch me! Ha! Ninjutsu! Jumpy Dumpty Go!
Thanks for helping with the cleanup. It should have been my job, but... oh well. It was just supposed to be a short private training session for me. I didn't think that my disciple and my master's pet would start brawling in the meantime. Well, actually, I had a feeling that it would happen at some point, but they bumped into one another earlier than I thought. What a blunder. I suppose I'll have to swing my sword 3 million times as penance.
That power. Who are you exactly?
Paimon has an idea. From what she said earlier, she must be Child's master. Skirk, right? It's just that he gave us the impression that she was the less talkative person.
I simply did not have anything to say to the weak. But you, on the other hand, managed to defeat the all-devouring narwhal without using power from beyond this world. So you may speak to me as equals.
Hello.
I have to agree. It's a strange use of a planet's primordial waters
Okay,
just
I'm
to
not
raise
staying
an
for long,
all-devouring
And I just
narwhal.
want us to quickly...
That kind of power is wasted
Okay.
on it. It's not cooperative. It eats too much. And I have more important things to do with my time than pet sitting. The only thing that creature has going for it is its looks. All in all, it fails as a pet.
Miss Skirk? I think you might have missed the point.
The point being...
Well, being that this pet almost destroyed an entire nation. So what sort of person is your master? Well, Child's master's master. Wait, is that right?
Oh, right. So you don't know him. Sorry, I assumed you did. His name is Sertologi.
Huh?
I am unfamiliar with that name.
Huh. So Master isn't sufficiently famous. How should I describe him then? Have you heard of the name The Fowl?
The Fowl?
Still nothing? Well, how about the Visionary? Vetterfulnir then? Or Gold Rhine-Daughter?
Ooh, that one we've heard. Rhine-Daughter's part of the Hexen Circle. She's Albedo's mom, right?
Oh, so you do know that name. To be honest, I also heard all of those names and titles from my master. I don't actually know them either. But I suppose you understand now, yes? My master is likely a similar sort to Rhine-Daughter. They are both pursuing some form of perfection.
Wait, didn't you also mention a visionary person? Paimon didn't quite catch their name.
Actually, never mind that. I believe it expedient to inform you that the all-devouring narwhal used up nearly all its strength fighting you. Such roiling hydro energies will prove difficult for the planet's deep seas to digest. As such, the Fontaine back on the surface has most likely been thrown
Jada's
into
recording
chaos.
is currently
In
recording
other
a
words,
cutscene, so
the prophecy that you've been fretting over should now be in full swing.
What?
meaning she wants to pick it up at a later date. Oh. I sent you guys some stuff, by the way.
Yeah, I know. I saw.
Not to
I'm
worry.
getting that.
Focalor has already
No, I
managed
also
to
sent something into
deceive the
the-
heavenly principles.
I also sent some stuff into the thingy.
In the end, the people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only Farina will remain, weeping on her throne. Only then will the sins of the people of Fontaine be washed away.
All hands, initiate emergency rescue! Hurry! Hey, lend a hand! Look! The water's receding!
It's a miracle!
Water's receding.
We didn't dissolve. The prophecy was wrong. The prophecy was wrong.
Are you alright?
Yeah.
We're saved. The prophecy was wrong. Do you want to come?
The soil renewed. The Spina di Rosula talks post-disaster rebuilding. I recently visited Poisson to meet with Miss Navia, spokesperson of the Spina di Rosula, and we spoke about Poisson's present and future. Old soil can still give birth to new bloom, Miss Navia stated. Hope is like seeing a small cookie when you're starving late at night. You just need a little of it. Skyship Winglet, lunar brain of the Fontaine Research Institute. The various disputes that have arisen on account of Mr. Edwin have suddenly become a shield over the Institute, with Jurier turning out to be a once overlooked hidden gem. People always call the first researcher mad, but few know what to call the second. And should that latter person achieve a miracle, they would find it all the harder to find a word with which to classify him and his team. Wow! Paimon barely recognizes the people in the reports. Are those really Jurier and Navia? They sound like real big shots.
What do you think? Pretty enthralling, huh? The Steambird's idea was pretty simple. With the disaster just having passed, we would print a free edition packed to the margins with good news to calm people down. The value for these big scoops lies in their inevitable follow-ups. We'll publish further reports and go into the stories behind those people. Edwin's assistant, Jurier, created a true flying ship, while Navia is leading people in the reconstruction of their home. I'm sure that these stories could draw even your well-traveled eye.
Paimon's curious too! Wait a minute. Didn't we watch everything happen from start to finish? What's there to be curious about?
And that's exactly why I'd like you to come conduct interviews with me. You're the best incubators of news, if you haven't noticed. And also, with you around, I'm sure I'll get to see that Duke.
Are you sure? Hasn't he turned you down several times already?
Oh, this time will be different. Come on, let's head to Poisson first, and then make a trip to the fortress. There are some things you'll only know when you get there.
La la la.
Navia!
Oh, it's you. What brings you all here?
Hey, we're just having a look around.
I'm here to update myself on how things are going here. Oh, the Fatui are here too.
Let me introduce you. This is Mr. Garunt Snezhevich. He represented the Knave in sending us a large amount of supplies, and is helping with our work. Our residents are hard at work as well. Thanks to everyone, work is progressing nicely. We've lost a lot of people, but we're moving forward. That will have to be enough.
Hello, Miss Charlotte. I'm a big fan of yours. I especially like that article you wrote last year about Fontaine's stray cats. But if you don't mind, could you not emphasize our role too much in your report? It's not charity we're doing here. We just happen to share the same interests as the Spina.
I get where you're coming from. I'll keep it as simple as possible. Or would you be willing to feature as friendly neighbors?
That would be fine. Thanks.
Oh, you're back too. How are things?
We finished laying down the construction materials. It'll be another hour before the workers are able to go over there.
Huh? You're here too, Clorand?
Well, her reputation's greatly risen after that whole duel business with Miss Farina, so she's here in Poisson to wait out the heat. All right. She really came here to help me out.
There's too much to consider in the reconstruction of Poisson. The Spina has need of more decision-makers. And, well, I do already happen to be connected to Mr. Callis.
Oh, wait just a moment. Do you mind me asking a few questions? You know, about how you felt before the duel, about what it was like facing down a god. There's lots of exciting material there, I bet.
Forget it. I'm sure you can find a better theme than that, Miss Charlotte.
I see you're the same as always. Couldn't you do me a favor, for Navia's sake?
Well, if we're talking about doing things for my sake, you might as well just take a few more photos of me. Or of the Traveler. It's better than wasting time persuading Clorand, at any rate.
Of course I will. I'm not gonna let her off that easy. All right, then everyone who wants to be in the photo, gather up. And smile.
How did it go? Was it a good shot? Did Paimon look cute in it?
Not bad. Your addition really helped the composition of the picture. All right, hang on a moment. Let me snap a few more shots. All right, that should do it. I'll be back here later anyway, so let's call it a day.
You're very quick.
Speed is of the essence when it comes to the news, and freshness is the key. Also, not to brag, but I'm pretty good at building connections. Who knows? I might eventually get that interview with you after all, Miss Clarand.
Wow, you really do have that never say die spirit. I'm impressed.
I'll hazard a guess that this is how you got that interview at the Fortress of Maripede.
Whoa, you're well informed. Let me make a guess too. I asked Sijuin who told Monsieur Nervillet, and he told you, right?
That's a very complete information chain.
In truth, all Monsieur Neuvillette asked me was, when did the fortress become so friendly towards the media? I told him that it was best not to speak too soon. There's no guarantee that Ridsley will make a personal appearance.
You're right. I've got to treasure every moment I have with them. In which case, I'll be making a move first.
Stay safe now, and tell me if you hear anything interesting. I'll treat you to afternoon tea in exchange.
Let me guess. You were recording it. You can like pull it apart at a later date. Thought so. By the way, just playing Genshin, right? First.
Wow, guess we're here again, huh? There's a real nostalgic feeling to this place.
Looks like you've been missing us.
Duke! Did you come all the way to the entrance to greet us?
Of course. I'm here to welcome you and our dear Miss Charlotte, whom our good head nurse recommended to me.
It's an honor to finally meet the much-rumored Duke. Thank you for consenting to my visit to the fortress, sir.
No need to thank me. But that said, I shouldn't be the focus of your interview. I trust you recall our agreement?
Of course, of course.
All right then, this way.
Hey, no need to be so nervous. I've already taken all the photos we need. Miss Charlotte, do these pictures really—
It would seem that Miss Lorvine doesn't want her face to appear beside that of Mr. Jurier,
Sir, please don't say things like that.
But it looks like dear Mr. Jurier denies it. Might this interview be very important to you then?
No, I just... This is my first time being interviewed, and I'm very thankful to the Steambird for...
Now, I might not look it, but I actually did meet Mr. Edwin once. And I'll be honest, I enjoyed chatting with you more. You've definitely got more of that genius vibe going on. The boat that brought about a miracle, the ark that saved the people. Why, you recreated a myth back there, like an emissary of legend. Still, if I might ask, where's that flying ship now?
Huh! Looks like Charlotte's trying to get herself another exclusive
I have to apologize, but that ship is presently in the bowels of our factory. I'm afraid it won't be easy for you to get a shot of it.
Really? Well then in that case, could I have an interview with you to make up for that long?
You already know my answer, I'm afraid. Best you interview our head nurse instead. Or perhaps you'd like to take another photo of this couple of researchers?
Did you really have to use the word couple? Well then, 2 solo photos will do.
Is my hair messed up? Please, someone help me have a look.
Things sure are getting pretty lively here. We've seen this kind of thing before. Oh, seems like everyone's here. Would any of you like to try this new drink I came up with?
Ah, Sijuin.
Hey, Miss Charlotte. Why don't you, take some pretty photos of our head nurse? Sure. Come on, Miss Sijuin, over this way. Let's find a brighter spot.
Huh? Sure. Do I have to smile? So, So, how have things been at the fortress?
Same old, as you can see. Fontaine's undergone some changes, but this place is still more or less the same.
Other than that flying ship, it got a tad too much attention, I think.
That's why I decided to let the interview go through. We should direct more public opinions toward the behind-the-scenes heroes. Am I right, Mr. Jurrier? Miss Lurvine?
You're too kind, sir. I believe that you too should have your day in the sun. Not that you would want that, which is a pity.
I'll just leave the spotlight to you two. I see. Lots of things happened that day, huh? Anyway, regarding that Harbinger, I'm not sure you remember, but his 3 young followers are still waiting for his return.
He sure did win them over, huh?
I'll tell them that there's good news and bad news. The good being that their boss seems fine, and the bad being that they must face extended sentences for abetting his escape.
Oh, actually, what about you? Are things gonna change for you too?
What change can there be? The fortress will keep chugging along, and so will my duties. As to what Miss Farina's departure will mean for the nation, and if our laws and governance will be transformed, we'll leave those to the folks in the overworld.
Hey everyone, the photo shoot's done.
Good. In that case, let's call it a day here.
Thanks for your cooperation. Come on, Traveler, let's go. Till next time, everyone.
There'll be a next time?
Maybe. Who knows? I might write a story about the underwater factory next time. All right, last stop, the docks. Navia mentioned that she stayed in touch with Linny and the others after working together. Apparently, they've been at the docks distributing these strange pockets the whole time since.
Traveler, Paimon. Ah, and Miss Charlotte, too.
Jade.
Would you like a magic pocket?
Charlotte's so
What sort
strong.
of gadget is it?
It's a wondrous bag
I
that
did
can be used to carry many
her
things.
trial, and
The water
fucking
level
hell
has
she
returned
works
to
for a
normal.
freeze team.
But if you see any of your things floating around, you can use this to carry them. Or you could trick a friend into doing it for you.
Trick a friend?
She's gonna be a
I wonder
bitch
which
to
of my
build
friends would
though,
fall
if I
for
get
that.
her, because she probably takes fucking the cryo.
You could just make a friend like
artifact
Fremine
set, which
here.
is really annoying.
Isn't that right, Fremine?
Is this what you meant by I'll help you make some more friends?
To be honest, that sounds pretty sweet. Could I have your contact, please?
I just want Farina.
Sure. Please, write down my address.
You sure are working hard to help Fremine socialize.
Honestly. He was the one who proposed doing this. He even wants to
By
assist in our magic
tomorrow,
shows.
there probably is some, but not a lot. By tomorrow, Alex. 1
Yes, I was planning to
Either
first
Jade
introduce
will
Pear
get
as
a
an
TikTok
assistant and later
explaining
Fremine
how to build
himself.
Farina.
In the
So as soon as
future,
it's one of
I
them,
think we can leave
Jade will
underwater
send it
escape
to me,
magic to him too.
and then I'll send it to you.
That said, would anyone want to see a diver escape underwater?
Oh, I don't know. I got one which
it'll
was...
work out.
I got
Every
I got
journey
one which
begins with
was
the first step.
the
You'll
resource
become a part of
run
our
for
show
her.
eventually.
I need one for best
Lynette,
builds.
could you come over?
I
Miss
haven't yet.
Charlotte
If you
says
have, that
she
would
wants to
be
take a
really
picture of
useful.
us.
Got it.
My, that Charlotte is rather perceptive. She got rid of everyone the moment she realized I had something to say to you. So, how have things been, Traveler? Father says that you did a great deal during the latest events. She's very grateful for your contributions to Fontaine.
I'll have a look at your message.
We were more than happy to help. So, what's she doing now?
Oh, I guess you haven't heard. Well, after Lady Farina left, Father and Monsieur Nervilette opened negotiations, during which he gave Fontaine's gnosis to her as a diplomatic gift.
A diplomatic gift? A gnosis?
Yes, I was quite surprised at first myself. But when I thought it over, there were actually a number of things going for it. It could have been done as an apology for the incident with Lord Child, or as thanks for his help in tying the all-devouring narwhal down. Furthermore, Father did also lend significant aid to Fontaine and Poisson.
Well, that's true, but this is a gnosis we're talking about. Doesn't this seem a bit irresponsible?
I would agree, but I've also heard that it seems that Monsieur Nervilette has had a significant change of heart regarding the matter.
So there's some reason for this that only Nervilette knows about?
I suspect you'll have to ask him about
No,
that
you sent me a
yourself.
resource run, not a build.
Yes,
Jade.
speaking of which, I did see him strolling
Yeah.
around the
I've already
entrance to the
sent-
Fortress of
I got that
Narrabeen
one on
a
my
while
TikTok, and I've already sent Alex that.
Isn't he real busy and stuff? Paimon didn't think he'd have the time for that. But back to the topic.
That's why I meant,
The
like,
gnosis
at
was
least
given to the
by
knave,
tomorrow
right?
there's gonna
What
be.
about Child?
I'll
They
look
say
up.
that he's returned to Snezhnaya to recover from his wounds. I hear that the recent disaster really did a number on his health.
That's true. When you think about it, we've had loads of run-ins with the Fatui. To think we'd be allied with them this time.
So shocked by such a simple switching of sides?
In a sense, the Golden True will be your best slot because all of her damage comes from her skill, but while farming for a
Father!
Well, what do you know? Come to the docks to see how my children are doing and meet the traveler by
My love, if you look
Please do
on
not pay my
WhatsApp, I have
accomplishments
sent
in
you
Fontaine
a
too much mind.
build guide.
I would have done them regardless.
Yippee! Are you going to...
Yeah, there's already some more. I thought there would be. I knew they would just stop
That
popping up
is our
like
duty
by
as
tomorrow, though.
harbingers, yes. Don't be too preoccupied with sides. The goal of the Fatui concerns not a single place or person, but the entire world. With such a grand goal in mind, it is inevitable that we must wear many masks. Switching my masks is something I've always done. Well, that depends on many
Jade.
things. No one truly knows what the future holds.
Do you want one of
What
Farina's
good is
best
honesty if you can't
weapons
rely
is?
on it forever.
Best ring desires.
As for you, I very much look forward to our next collaboration. Good things
That really
cannot
old
be
weapon
achieved
from like
alone,
forever ago.
and you've proved yourself.
The weapon that no one has.
Yeah.
I have it. I have it fully enhanced.
Except for a 5-star weapon, of course, which is more of a walking stick
Alright.
than a sword.
I'll remember to return it.
If
Thank
that.
you for keeping it safe for him this entire time.
Lovely, I have the pipe sword, so that's good.
That's a wrap for me.
I already put it on her.
You're...
Greetings, Miss Journalist.
Hello. If I'm not mistaken, there are diplomatic channels I'll need to report to take a photo of you.
That is correct. So forgive me, but I will not be able to serve as a subject in your article. However, feel free to write as much as you'd like about our dear magicians and our upcoming rookie talent.
I will.
The sea breeze.
Yeah, I really hope I do get her, which I'm probably not, because
I shall
she's
continue my
basically
walk while the weather
built.
remains so agreeable.
She's basically made to work with Hu
Farewell.
Tao and thingy.
Farewell, father.
Nouvelle.
I was on like
Intimidating
40
presence.
pity,
I didn't
and I
even
was
dare
like,
to take
okay,
a
I
picture.
have 30 pulls, I
Thankfully,
might get it
I
at the
wrapped up
last
all my
one,
pre-scheduled
and just pulled an
interviews.
instantly
Thank you
golden.
all.
I'm like,
This'll be more
oh
than
well,
enough for me
it
to write about, I'm
can't be
sure.
her. It might as
Don't
well
be too
just
nervous.
lose the
Why don't you take a
50-50
magic
and
pocket before
get a
you go?
nice character.
Here, traveler, Paimon.
Maybe Tina,
You take
and
one
this
too.
it was her.
To move things about?
That's right. Funny. I was giving out
I want
magic
to lose
pockets
my
when we
next
first met
50-50
too.
because Ito.
What do you know?
But
I'm
if I
doing
win
the
it, I'm
exact
not
same
going to be
thing
unhappy.
right now. So many things have
But if I
happened,
win, I'm not
but
going to
the
be too
pockets
unhappy,
are still
though.
the
That's
pockets.
like my point. at the
I guess
moment.
this must be life. We will all follow our
I
own
don't
paths,
understand
and
why, but
serendipity will
in
lead
Fontaine
you
now
to
you
your
can
faded
throw
friends.
rocks.
All right then. We'll be
Big
handing out
massive
pockets in some other
boulders, you
districts
can
later,
throw
so
them
we'll get
around.
going now. Have a good day, you two.
Well, guess we sent Charlotte off. Shall we go see her never?
You tell me that you wouldn't be throwing around big, massive boulders?
Boulder.
Going to, because it's Primos.
Oh. Are you fucking home?
Literally, I need to do... Because I've started Linny's quest, I need to do Linny's. I need to do...
Fortress. Ooh, he really is
Nouvellette's, I think, because I started it. Then I'm going to do the last Archon quest before I can do the... I've got a lot of catch up.
So, you really are here, Nouvellette. Paimon didn't think you were going to have free time this hour of the day.
Really? Oh, I suppose you must have met Mr. Linney. He took the time to greet me.
Well, you're not
earlier
gonna
when I
get.
passed
You're
this
not
way.
gonna be able to get hold of
In
me like
any
all day
case, you
tomorrow.
came at a good time. I was just considering reaching out to you to set up a meeting, so I may explain some
Yeah,
things
but
that I
moving
haven't had
is
the
not giving
time
me
to
any
before.
internet. I can try with the fucking dongle that they're gonna give me, but
Keeping us on your mind, what with you being busy and all.
I doubt.
Alright, let's have it then. How was Fontaine actually saved? The whole business is still quite the mystery to us.
Which means, Jaden, we need to do dailies tonight.
It is strange how words can often leave a bitter taste in the mouth when it finally comes
I think
time
we'll play
to say
this
them
for a
out
bit.
loud.
I think. Alex, as you're grinding, shall I do my dailies with Jaden, and then we can do a call?
Whoa. So that's what happened?
Alex.
Fossilor destroyed the
My
divine
Wi-Fi
throne of
is
the
so
Hydro
trash that
Archon
my
and restored
game
your
keeps
power to you,
lagging.
transforming you into a fully fledged elemental dragon sovereign. But Paimon still doesn't quite get what you did to save
Yeah,
the
if you give me a
Fontanians
sec, I'm
from
gonna finish what I'm currently
For me,
doing.
the authority of
dailies.
the ancient dragons refers to absolute control over the hydro element. Fontanians were incomplete humans born of Egeria's use of the power of the primordial sea, with constitutions similar to that of Mimic. But so long as those primordial energies remain within them, I could use the ancient dragon's authority to grant them true blood, after the fashion in which life was first brought into being on this planet. In other words, when I gave my verdict, Fontanians became true humans, and thus would naturally no longer be dissolved by water from the primordial sea.
Fossilor must have counted on you to make that decision as well. Your verdict was the key to making the prophecy appear to have come true while saving everyone. Yeah, and in a manner of speaking, Fossilor finally managed to fulfill the original Hydro Archon's wish to turn Oceanids into real people too!
It seems from your expressions that you still have more things you wish to ask. Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it. I have investigated his case along many avenues, and I have learned that he once fell into an unknown chasm when he was young. There, by chance, he awakened the all-devouring narwhal. But whether it be by sentiment or reason, that should not have been enough to consider him the root cause of the disaster. At most, he would have had tangential liability. As for the judgment passed by the oratrice during the trial, whether it was due to that liability by association or Focalors deliberately using him to buy time for us on the assumption that he would be able to hold the creature off, I cannot say.
Guess Focalors had Fontanians in mind the whole time. In the end, it was thanks to her that they finally became real humans. Hang on a second. Paimon suddenly got another question. Back when Fontanians hadn't yet become real humans, were the children they had also transformed Oceanids?
Life has always flowed like water. Do you recall how Fontanians would often come to the Fountain of Lucine to pray for children?
Yeah, Lynette said the fountain is where all the waters in Fontaine converge.
In truth, even those couples did not know that such prayers were no mere custom, but instead a form of ritual. Those Oceanids who were blessed within the spring water would later descend as new humans in the coming months.
Paimon sorta gets it now. Either way, seems like this ritual won't
Because
be
we
of
made
any
that puzzle
further
too
use,
easy.
but it'll probably live on as a local custom.
Ask away.
What?
I will tell you the truth as I know it.
You know in Linny's story quest,
Oh,
you know that puzzle where you gotta press all the platforms.
Given it to the knave as a diplomatic gift or something.
You can't press the
Leaving
same one
aside their
twice.
intentionality, the two
Yeah,
Fatui
Kazu-
Harbingers have
that's
indeed
so
done
easy.
much for us during this
Why did that
crisis.
so
Their
long
sole
ago?
remaining goal in Fontaine, at least at
You
this
probably
point,
just did it with
would seem to
Wanderer.
be the Gnosis. The
No,
Oratrice
I
has
figured
ceased
the
to function.
puzzle out because
The
it's
Hydro
fucking
Archon's
easy.
divine throne is now no more.
But
I do not need
But
the
I just
Gnosis'
used
power.
Kazuha because it's really
As such,
funny.
it has lost all meaning for Fontaine.
Use
If the
Kazuha
Fatui have
because you're
impure
bad at puzzles.
designs, then we might as well accede to their request now.
No.
And avoid unnecessary conflict.
What complicated considerations? Paimon thought you were just giving it to them out of gratitude to the knave and as an apology to Child.
Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
Yeah, about that. Risley said Farina has already left. What's that all about?
Ah, Lady Farina. The people are only aware that her death sentence has not been carried out. She abdicated the post of Hydro Archon and left affairs related to that title to me
Lovely.
before leaving the Opera House. I related Focalors' words to her faithfully and completely.
Let me out.
After hearing them, she seemed neither saddened nor comforted. She simply said that she was tired and needed to rest. Having said that, she then packed her things and moved out of the Opera House, not unlike how an ordinary person might.
But she's still got a place to stay, right?
You need not worry. I will make arrangements to ensure that she will not want for food, clothing, board, or travel. In truth, I am somewhat happy for her. The wear and tear on her spirit will, of course, take time to heal. But now that she no longer has to play the role of Focalors the Hydro Archon, she can finally lay down her burdens and lead.
What about you then? What are your plans now that you've regained your full powers as the Hydro Dragon?
After Focalors passed on, the Oratrice also ceased to function. This matter will directly affect our trials. After much careful consideration, I've decided to take over its role in our courts. From now on, I shall hear cases and pass verdicts by myself.
Looks like you're still considering stuff from the perspective of the Udex, huh?
As an elemental dragon, there are indeed many things that I must do. But this power and this duty, in a manner of speaking, you could say that both were granted to me. As such, before I attend to my other responsibilities, I must first and foremost continue to serve Fontaine as its highest judge. The duty of the Hydro Sovereign and the duty of the Udex shall coexist within my person. Additionally, the Hydro Archon's departure has brought about another problem, which is that the Opera House shall no longer produce indemnitium.
Okay, so actually, you know for a fact that you're like moving into the house
In the
tomorrow,
Hydro
right?
Archon, wasn't it?
Yes.
Wait, but the various
Have
mechs
you
and
already
machines
gotten
in the
into
city
contact
are
with
all
an
still
internet company
okay.
or not?
Where are they getting their energy from?
Oh,
As I
need
am
to
now,
do that though.
I have full command
That's
of
your
the
first
Lucia,
mistake.
and it can serve as a complete
But
substitute.
the thing is, because I don't
Another
have...
reason why I cannot quite leave Fontaine immediately.
I don't know, I'm gonna figure all that out tonight.
Dragon's authority stuff is really quite
The reason
useful,
why is
huh?
because it would have been
Ask
a
away.
really good
I will
idea
tell you
that
the
once
truth
you
as I
fully
know it.
knew, you contact them.
You will soon be heading to
Because they
Natlan,
take
I
about a
presume.
week at most.
I'm afraid that I have little talent as a travel
Yeah, I
guide.
know.
So all I can do is tell you what I know about that land.
But I can't really
as far
say.
As I'm aware,
oh, I want
can be
internet
said
in
to
this
be
place.
A nation of dragons.
As I live there, which when I don't yet.
You mean
That's
like you?
No, I suspect that I would not find myself welcome there. Unlike
say that you're
ancient
moving
dragons
into that
such as
property,
myself,
and they'll be like, oh,
the
yeah, sure,
dragons
thank
of
them.
Natlan have undergone long years
know,
of development and evolution.
I don't know if he told you earlier, but BT, if you're on UC, does like
humanity.
BT plans
is
like
also the
15
nation
quid.
of war.
And that's what I
War
mean,
ravages
though.
those lands like an undying flame. There is one other piece of information I got incidentally from my negotiations with the Knave that I believe may be useful to you. The harbinger known as the Captain has thrown his hat into the
Actually, while you're
endless
gone,
ring
I'll get
of
the worm
war.
arena sorted. I've been crafting loads of scarab bombs to specifically get rid of the Evans Stone.
Seriously, everywhere you look, there's a
Actually, yeah, Skybombs will do that so easy because you can just throw them on the floor.
I suggest that you fully prepare
but also with
yourself
scarab
before
bombs, I
going
can
to
then make it
Natlan.
like just a really
In the
big
meantime,
rectangle.
Fontaine's door
Yeah.
will always be open to you.
I've been looking for the shimmer biome, but
Ask
no
away.
luck.
I will
Just
tell
no
you
luck
the
so
truth
far.
as I know it.
Hang on a sec.
The shimmer can be on the ground as well, can't it?
When we spoke
No,
to
it's
Linny
only
earlier,
underground.
she
Not
mentioned that
can be,
your
it's only
attitude
underground.
towards giving away the gnosis had clearly
okay.
changed.
Yeah,
We
that's
thought
gonna
there
find
was some
all of
reason
us.
for it that only you were aware of.
No wonder the House of the
That's
Hearth is the
take like
Fatui's
all of us
intelligence
looking at
division.
once.
They are certainly sharp. So regarding this specific issue, I was just getting ready
But
to share something
Like,
with you.
I don't know fully what the shimmer biome
In
looks
truth,
like. I
I
can't
exchanged
really.
some further words with that lady named Skirk after sending you two back to the surface. It went something like this.
I would say I would be able to play more tonight, but literally, after I come off the call with Alex, I've got all shit to like figure out.
Yeah, I'll keep doing shit for the worm. Don't worry about it.
Like literally, tomorrow when I get that dongle, I can see if it will work. But it's not like 100% it will.
Well, we're going to head topside
Or
to
if
see
the
what's
internet's
going
going to
on.
be good
You
enough
hurry over
to
soon as
play
well, all right,
online.
It won't be.
What next?
If it's on like a tiny thing, it won't be. Trust me, it won't be.
The old
Yeah, I know,
is
literally.
here, so I'm no longer getting
Somebody
any
who
interference.
moved out of here literally
I can
had a
finally
dongle.
catch
It
the
could
sight
not
of your power.
with the internet.
What it's
Could not
made
run
of.
Genshin properly.
It is the authority of the planet's primordial dragons, but with something very similar to a god's curse mixed in. It's quite a novel blend. I'm sure I've encountered something like this before. What was it again?
I do not know what you speak of.
Ah, of course. How could I forget? You should have the remains of the third descender on your person, yes?
Remains? I've never heard of any such thing.
Huh. According to your parlance, I believe it may be called a gnosis.
Well, that much is true. After Focalor's divinity faded, she handed her gnosis to me. But I fear I have never heard of it described in the manner that you just did.
I've been
I'm
training
really
with my master,
just
the
now
Fang,
getting
ever since I
properly
was
sick.
young, and I have never returned to the surface since. So most of
My
the
parents were
information
planning
I
on
possess,
sending me
I get
back
from
to
him.
school now.
It is only natural for those who are greater than humanity
The
to
sickness is
possess
all-
a different sort of common
only
sense.
now it's
Which is
begun.
why there are so many problems in our attempts to communicate with humans. Regardless, you should probably get rid of objects of misfortune to prevent any disasters from befalling you. To live in itself is a blessing. But once a person dies, the bonds he once had with this world shall all turn to curses.
What do you mean by that?
S62 5.
No need to fret. These are just my personal thoughts, and my reason for no longer wishing to return to the surface.
This third descender you refer to, who are they? And when did they die?
Master never mentioned them to me. Perhaps it just wasn't that important for me to know. If you're interested, though, I could ask him. I'll be sure to pass the answer on to you next time.
Next time? You believe we will meet again?
I do. Wait. I have a disciple of my own, don't I? He can be the messenger then.
Yeah, I can't even. Thing is, as well, with...
That's what she told me. Whether it would prove useful or not, I wanted to pass that information on to you.
The remains of the third descender? So that's what the Gnosis actually are. Paimon just thought they looked like chess pieces. How could they be a person's remains?
All the same, assuming that there was no misunderstanding or special metaphor at play, that is what she meant to say.
And she said that it would bring misfortune and that you should check it, which is why you gave it to the Fatui!
If she speaks the truth, then I would simply be putting Fontaine at unnecessary risk by keeping it here.
What the fuck?
I guessed that you might already be
Who
familiar
the fuck
with
is
this
this
concept,
dude?
but I did not expect you to be one of them. That means that the Gnosis, which are exceedingly element compatible and can even enhance elemental abilities,
Just found this silly dude called Liam and his fucking boss.
Does your body also possess similar properties?
Run.
No, I'm gonna kill him.
Like being able to use elemental
Also, he literally one-shotted me.
That does sort of count as special.
Yeah, why do you think I said run? You do 24k damage to him and he brushes it off if you just fucking sneezed on him.
Comparing the Traveler to
There's another dude as well.
Descender and all.
There's another dude out there as well that is
If I could fight the Ninian of the lake, I can kill this dude
More
too.
answers out of him. Or go look for his master.
But it's Liam. You don't know what that means.
I too
I don't
believe
care, I
I'm
will
lost
kill
in
the
too many
fading
blind guesses
rainbow.
when information is lacking. The same is true of being at court.
Your ass logging on.
I'm just about finished with this
I
quest.
can't do shit if he's getting sucked in by Venti's
All
fucking
of
black
Focilo's
hole.
efforts were for this moment as well.
Yeah, bro, Venti's sucking him off.
As a god, and she
You're fine.
suffered through all those years as a human. Was that really what she
What
wanted?
is guitarist.
I suppose that would be the mystery of a god's will. I suspect not.
Did she die?
Once in a
Is she
while,
dead?
I too would guess
Did
that
she
if
get
wishes
beheaded
were
like
the
the real
clouds in the
Frank?
sky? They
Aww.
will one day return to the
It
earth as
created
raindrops.
an adaptive
Light is
sensation.
like water, and rain is the final answer. The water levels may sometimes tilt one way or another, but the rain
so
falls fairly upon all.
Still cringe.
And what ultimately is the difference between the rains that fall upon all of us?
No! Stop lagging! Stop lagging!
It seems from your expressions that you still have... Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it. I suggest that you fully prepare yourself